private sector actors to take decisive action on ensuring sustainable and equitable funding, enhance capacity building and education, promote institutional support and policy implementation, strengthen collaboration and knowledge exchange, empower women in leadership and decision making. Thank you. We're going to project. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So, oh yeah, the challenges and gap. So while projects have been successful in fostering women's leadership, innovation, and confidence, we have persistent challenges that remain in terms of resource mobilization, community engagement, and institutional support, um, funding limitations, sustainability concerns, and organizational constraints, cultural diversity, limited awareness of programs, and structural barriers underscore the need for more inclusive and adaptable approaches. All the recommendations are there with details. So for ensuring sustainable and equitable funding, establish dedicated funding mechanisms that prioritize gender responsive projects and grassroots initiatives, foster partnership between government and strengthen accountability and transparency in funding allocation to ensure the second one, enhance capacity building and education, commit to leadership training, mentorship, digital literacy for women and girls, promote awareness and community engagement and participation in gender initiatives, integrate gender sensitive curricula and education systems to relationships, promote institutional support and organization, advocate for gender sensitive policies at local, national, and international levels, encourage governments to integrate gender perspectives into economic, environmental, and framework, develop legal protection and institutional mechanisms to safeguard women's rights and ensure strengthen collaboration and so facilitate cross-border knowledge and sharing to leverage best practices in women's empowerment, establish regional networks to ensure continued dialogue and activism among leaders, engage media and to discussions to amplify advocacy for and drive forward awareness. And then the last dimension, empower women in leadership and decision making, increase women in political, economic, and social and support the community-led initiative that empower women women from accessing leadership opportunities. And then the plan of action. So as we move forward, the imperatives to strengthen advocacy efforts, engage with diverse stakeholders, and institutionalize mechanisms that promote gender equality. And we will continue to support local initiatives, amplify the voices of marginalized communities, and ensure that the commitments made are translated into concrete and sustainable results. Thank you, and let us thank our amazing Lina Kindel for putting this together from the
pie chart, and then she had to do something, put it together into a statement-looking draft. So thank you, Lina, and let's give her one more round of applause for your hard work. Carolyn, would you like to add to that? Okay, okay. So as you see, that's what a draft looks like. And if for the member states, you would look at what's missing, what's wrong, the words that I don't want to see in there, and what's your interest. Then, and think of your local activities or national level programs and check if something is not included in there, which you think are supposed to be included, and then write it down. And then tomorrow's deliberation, tomorrow's debate, which you will be representing your region and your country. You raise that issue and ask for it to be added, to be changed, to be deleted until we all come up with a consensus to represent the whole of women's federations, ideas and plans for this is a contribution to the CSW, and you actually, Carolyn, you're actually planning to submit it to the government. Yeah, so this is serious. It's not like a play or just like a mock. It's a mock draft. It's real. Okay, we have, I think we have 15 minutes for questions, reflections, or thoughts of your experience today. So I think, it's good to think you've been observing and you also were challenged and you were pushed to think. So yeah, I think anyone whose voices have not been heard today and you want to raise something very important, please come forward. Or if you want to sing a song, you're most welcome. Or maybe, just a thought for today. Okay, Ritu, yes, please. You want to come here? Here. So this is my first time attending CSW related event. So everything concise, insightful tips and high aspirations, but however, it touched to the grassroots level, where the grassroots level effort is needed so much. So what I would like to, from all participants, from your local communities, from wherever you're coming, what kind of constraints you have? How do we address them? Bring that conversation into the table. So what we face in US might be different in Africa or South America or Asia. So somewhere your local communities have advanced so much, how we can learn from each other, share our success stories with each other, or where we are lagging and how others can help. And that's something Marlena wanted to share. Thank you, Rito. Yes, Julia, yes, please. I don't like coming back because I want my boss not to see me anymore in front. But I would just like to emphasize that in between our sessions, we had a group at the back, and it was some of my advocacy. It's about family, right? And I was able to attend a event and conference that also talks about family, extended families, how you are molded as an individual,
is because it's your upbringing as a family. So it was really intense, and we just created a group. Can you join me? So last year I was speaking in the UN. I was intervening, and I told my boss after that I was shaking. They were talking about highfalutin discussions on AIs, funding, many things that like it was beyond my mind. And I said, yeah, we talk about it, and we talk about violence, but what are we doing? So I was pressing the bell 6 times off and on. I was like scared, but eventually the guy came in, and I was able to speak. And so this was my spiel. I was talking about the family. I said, we all talk about this highfalutin things, but we forgot the most crucial institution called family, where boys are taught how to treat girls and women are taught values. And so when I was reading this book about inclusivity, like including your grandparents, they teach you well. And so this is not only for us, but for future generations. So there are certain cultures and values that we have that needs to be pressed on and, taught to our children and their children. So I think so I was telling all those people, the diplomats were there, and I said, all of you right here sitting are product of your family, right? And they know they're so successful, they're so diplomatic and behave. So why don't we do that? And at the end, I said, I would like to recommend that if we educate at the grassroots levels, right, the families, that was like the thing that I would like to share. That it's to go for all of us and think and ponder about it. Thank you. Thank you, Julia.
Wow, we are going to finish early. Yeah, it's 15 minutes early, and I think this is some time that you need. You need, I know, because some of you traveled, you had a long flight. So, yes, I think it's good when we get to accomplish everything that we wanted to discuss and talk about. Yes. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Lina. Thank you to all the panelists, Dr. Paris Moon. And yeah, before I close, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is yet another exciting day. We are going to open it with a presentation from our uh, Vice President for Programs, Ms. Kayleigh Moffett, and on tools and methodologies for effective program management and outcome measurement. And then on the second part of the morning, we are going to have our intergovernmental plenary review, a mock session, and so you're gonna be the diplomats representing your countries. And then in the afternoon, we will have our CSW agreed conclusion and final vote. So there will be voting, and it will be moderated by Carolyn. And then after the final vote, and then the last part in the afternoon, we're going to have technology for peace presentation, and we're going to hear from the business sector for civil society and private sector business sector partnership. And then we're going to have an awarding ceremony for our Global Women Peace Awards. And then we will go with the closing program. How's that sound? Exciting, right? So it's not really today. It's gonna be fun and wholesome. And on behalf of the Women's Federation for World Peace International, our staff, I want to thank everyone. Our young people are working hard. They can be technical people, but they can also be entertainers, right? So we are flexible, we are resilient, and we go beyond what are the challenges that are in front of us. So this is Merly, and thank you for your patience. Thank you for your participation. Have a good night. Enjoy New York.
Thank you.